Hey guys, welcome back to BachMakers, your favorite show that recaps all things Bachelor Nation. Before we continue with this episode, we're going to ask you very nicely, Michael, please deliver the news.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And share.
In that order, or reverse the order. It doesn't matter to us. Just do those things. Helps us. Enjoy this episode. We'll see you in the episode. Just keep watching. All right. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to BachMakers, presented by Good Time Media, episode 6. And it's here. We finally have shows to talk about. Week 1, Golden Bachelor. Week 1, Bachelor in Paradise. I can't believe we made it here. We started this show, a month ago, 2 months ago, and we just kept talking, and we were running out of stuff to talk about. We're like, we were being dangled a treat in front of us. We could never get it, and we finally got it. And I'm just happy. I'm happy we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And you watched it live, Michael. Congrats.
I did.
You manned up and got live TV.
Well, at least for a month, because I got VidGo, which is a streaming service that has ABC, some other channels and stuff. And the first month is only $20. The next month is, I think, 70 or 80. So I'm for sure canceling it before.
No way, yeah.
That means I'll be able to watch 4. Well, this Thursday, probably not. But I'll probably be able to watch, a lot, at least 3 of the first 4 live, which is good. But I can't do what I did last time. I am over the age of 21, and I did consume a full bottle of wine, and it was not good. It was not good. It was not. I cannot do that. I used to do that junior year. I can't do it anymore.
Did you watch by yourself?
Yeah.
You just drank a bottle of wine and live tweet?
I just drank a bottle of wine and live tweet. It was fun, and I had chocolate covered almonds, which was cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but it was a vibe.
It's boy dinner. Glass of wine and some almonds.
Actually, I think that's girl dinner. I think I ate girl dinner.
You had girl dinner. You had girl dinner for dinner. I respect that. Good. First thing we have to address, we put out our teams, and we said last week we would talk about our punishments. So this becomes more important now, considering you have 2 people who've been eliminated from your team already, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Whoa. One.
And your 6th woman.
I only have 1. Just my 6th woman.
And Anna.
No, Anna got a rose. Anna got a rose.
Why did I have...
No, Anna got a rose.
No,
I swear to God. I swear to God she got a rose. She totally got a rose. I remember hearing her name, and I went crazy.
Unfortunately, Anna was among 6 women to be eliminated in the premiere.
No.
Sorry about it.
Well, I already know one of mine goes to hometown, so it's fine.
Whoa.
They spoiled it. No, the preview, the fucking. Did you not see that at the end?
Maybe not, but I don't say anything. You're coming out here spoiled.
But one of my ladies makes it far. I'm not gonna say. Well, I guess it's 50-50 shot now, but I'm happy.
I feel like you're breaking some rule, some integrity of the show rule. I don't know how I feel about that, but
well, I mean that's
if you're basing just off previews,
I'm just basing it off the thing that ABC showed us.
Okay, all right, I'm fine with that then. But don't tell it to me because I didn't catch that. I didn't really pay attention to I never really pay attention to the end of the episode previews because I don't like them because it just feels like it gives too much away.
I do think it gives too much away.
But scoreboard check. Team Wyatt has 3 points. I got points for all 3 of my golden grannies, who I had on my starting roster. Who was that? Joan, April, and who else is on my team?
Wow, don't even know your own team. Nice. Don't even know your own team. You don't even know your own team.
I have Joan, April, and I believe Natasha. Yeah. And my 6th woman got a rose too. She just...
That doesn't matter though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying she's along for the ride. So Joan, April, Natasha all got roses for me. So that's 3 points. There was no roses given out at Bachelor in Paradise. And Team Michael has 2 points. You got roses from Leslie and Peggy. But Anna and Renee, your 6th woman, has been eliminated.
So she showed up in a freaking jumpsuit. Like, come on. Put some effort in, Renee. Put some effort in. Show off your eyes. You had the best eyes. And you didn't show them off at all. All right. I don't care. You were a cheerleader back in the 70s. Like, come on. It's a terrible, terrible line.
The
Terrible.
over hit for how many women we
Yeah.
thought would be eliminated. 6 Golden Grannies went home on night 1. That's a lot.
Yeah. Is it gonna be like less weeks than normal? Like, is this only gonna go like 6 weeks?
I don't know.
Because they're how many are left? Like low key, there's not that many left.
14. There's 14 women left. So here's the thing. Something we need to talk about. Golden Bachelor is doing better like viewership wise than Paradise. After 1 week, I know it's anecdotal, whatever. 1 week, who knows what could happen. But it had double the amount of viewers as Paradise. People watched Golden Bachelor and then just didn't watch Paradise. So they're going to find a way. They got to drag this on, right? They have to at least match it up with Paradise.
Well, I mean, I definitely think that no matter what, they're gonna do a Golden Bachelorette after this.
Oh, 100%. I think
with
week
one
1
eviction.
guaranteed that.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it was. When I was going on Twitter, when I checked, it was the second trending thing on Twitter.
Yeah,
which is saying something.
I'm pissed off I didn't get a live tweet during it. I feel like I would have had some heaters, but I had to catch up. I was watching it during the commercials of Paradise. I had to like catch up that way. But I should be
double screening.
I laptop. I watched on my laptop and then Paradise on the TV. But because we didn't have any Paradise Roses last week, the audience question of the week remains the same. So if someone can comment, someone's watching right now and can comment or predict who the first rose goes to in Paradise and who the last rose goes to in Paradise for this episode for the first rose ceremony, you get free merch. So go ahead, make your guess, leave a comment below.
And remember, girls get the roses. Guys are giving them out.
Yes. So you have to comment
girls.
Two women.
Yes.
Let's start out first segment, our golden glammy. The grandma we want to talk about, grandma you want to highlight. Who stuck out to you? Michael, you have the floor. Who do you want to go with?
Let me pull up my notes app. Okay, whoa. You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to stick with where I have been all season long, all prep, the entire preseason. I was hyping my girl up, and the second she walked out of that limo, Mike, I'll put our text exchanges on the I'll put our text exchanges on the screen, but all these women are attractive. They're hot, and I'm sticking with Joan. I'm sticking with Joan. She stepped out of that limo, and I was blown away. And I was gonna there's someone I wanted to pick as my golden glammy, but she's on your team.
Yeah,
that's not who I am. That's not the kind of guy I am. Man of integrity. I'm not gonna poach someone from your team. No tampering here. So I'm gonna stick with my girl who's on my team, and I'm gonna stick with Joan as my golden glammy. She didn't get a ton of airtime. She struggled to talk with Gare Bear.
She'll get her time.
I think she'll get her time.
She'll get her time. She's due. She's due.
Oh yeah.
That's a good pick. I'm gonna go. I think it just makes most sense. I don't know if this is a layup pick or not because she got the first impression rose, but I'm gonna go with Faith because not only did like she did the song thing, like she was just it just felt like she had the most chemistry with him off the bat. Just the banter they had going back and forth, the way he looked into her eyes. I was just like early front runner. I think she's, if we are doing waivers, she's the number one claim. She's like she's the 100%, whatever that thing is in fantasy football where you like claim or whatever. You waste all of your budget on Faith. I think I mean, maybe that's overreacting a bit, but
let's overreact. Overreaction Monday, since this comes out on Monday.
Overreaction Monday is Faith wins.
I was going to say, is there a chance this season's over? Is it just Faith? Is there like what percent? Let's put a percent on it. What percent of you?
I think she's.
Do you think this season is over?
I think Faith right now, if it was odds, like she started like I don't know, probably like plus 1,500. I think she's at like plus 200 right now. Honestly,
I think there's a 60% chance Faith is is the pick, or she's our golden bachelorette. Because we have to start that, because I think we're past the point of is there going to be a golden bachelorette? We're now to the point of who is our golden bachelorette going to be? And I think early front runner for both whether she's picked by Gare Bear or she's the Golden Bachelorette, it's got to be Faith.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is still early days.
Yeah.
Like, I think even when you like dating back to the regular Bachelor and regular Bachelorette, first impression and day one, like, and especially with like who gets airtime day one, you can't ever really predict it day one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Faith is making it far. We can agree.
Yes.
Fully that Faith is making it far.
All right. Next up, we got something I'm excited to talk about. Our cringe of the week. Now, I have two. I have two cringes that I want to talk about.
Then can I go first?
Then we can go first.
Okay, my cringe of the week. You probably know it.
Yeah.
I had a couple tweets, but I had like 3 tweets about this. And this is on Bachelor in Paradise. I think for Golden Bachelor, it was kind of too heartfelt and too like just I don't know. I was smiling / crying too much to like cringe. Like I think I maybe cringed once. I don't think I wrote it down or like.
I have a Golden Bachelor cringe.
Yeah, you know, but was
don't
you're
about to tip pitches here.
Yeah, I won't. But my cringe from Bachelor in Paradise, of course, it was Aaron B. I'm afraid it's going to be Aaron B every single time.
Every time.
But it was when Aaron B was all alone on the beach, and there was 3 girls, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do, and I don't know. I think this is his personality. He's kind of got that. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't think he's like cringe. I think that's just like his person. Like some people are just like that, and how they interact and how they talk. And I think that's just like how he is. And I don't know. It's just like I was just like, this guy's got no riz. Like this man, I'll give it to him. He's an attractive man. You know, he's got a great body, everything like that. He's got great things going for him. But like, I think the risk is just not up to where the other things are, you know, in his game. So, that was hard. It was a tough watch. It was a tough watch right there.
Yeah. Every time he's on screen, I'm just waiting. Like I clench up. Like my shoulders touch my earlobes. I'm like, don't do anything dumb. And then he does it. It's bad. It's hard to watch. We could rename this segment in a couple weeks. It's like the Aaron B moment of the week, basically. We talked about it. We said nightmare blunt rotation. Sean and Aaron B. You put them in a room together. That's nightmare. It's absolute nightmare. So my cringe of the week. I have one from Paradise, and Gary did not escape the cringe of the week. I have one for him as well. But my one from Paradise is from Aaron B's counterpart. His bromance on the beach so far is Sean. And I appreciate, and I will talk about the way these shows have been set up and the vibe of them, because I think the producers actually have improved on their job. They called him out on it. It's when Sean went up and said, I'm so used to everyone saying I look like a Ken doll. And then no, he doesn't.
No, yeah, he does it.
He does not.
I thought you were gonna do something else with the cringe.
I could have done almost everything Sean did this entire episode. It's very cringy. His entire moment with Rachel on the little bed, that was tough to watch. He was a 14-year-old who had never kissed a girl before. That's how he behaved on that bed. And Rachel was like, what are we doing here? Rachel's like, just give me your rose so I can move on to the next week. She's like, Rachel saw Sean as like, all right, I got
easy money.
Easy money. Just that's a layup. Take the points. At that point, Rachel's taking the points. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. She's waiting. She's waiting for some more bodies to come down on the beach. But anything Sean did. But yeah, when Sean was like, yeah, everyone says I look like a Ken doll. Shut the fuck up, dude. No one cares.
I saw that coming. I thought you were gonna go with when he was like, yeah, the vibes, and they had the vibes counter. They had the vibes counter, and they started counting there, and I was just like,
dude, the vibes. That's just Aaron and Sean back and forth. They're like vibes, dude. You feeling the vibes? Vibes are high. Vibes are. How do you think vibes are? Good.
But I think that is just like kind of like Gen Z / millennial. It's just like that's
Yeah.
our we say that and like
But
can't escape it.
props to the producers, the editors, whoever's decision, the tone of the episode, and we can talk
Hmm.
in our full recap in a second. The tone of the episode was very good.
Hmm.
I for
Yeah.
both. I agree. I think they did a good job, and it was a little better than it has been in the past. My other cringe, and I'm sorry to do it. We love Gary, our Indiana boy, our Hoosier native. I don't. I have to be fair. I have to treat all parties equal. And Gary had a cringeworthy moment here, and it's the cupcake moment
Yep.
when he was with. Was
Yep.
it with Was it with Faith?
It was with Teresa because it was her birthday. Happy
Oh,
birthday,
okay.
Teresa,
Good
by the
call.
way.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Teresa.
Teresa.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Um, our Care Bear. That was a tough move. That was a tough move. He said, I forget the exact wording, but he was
Yeah.
like, "So if I eat this,
This
will
and
you help me
something's
like clean it up?"
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Gary, no!" But there's
But like
something like cute about it, like endearing.
Loki Riz. But like Loki
Loki
Riz.
Riz.
But
Just
like
Gary.
what if put that same exact verbiage and same exact moment into Bachelor in Paradise and Sean does that with Rachel.
I'd jump off
That's
a
just like
building. I would jump off
that's
a building.
it's the cringe moment of the year. It's the cringe
Oh,
moment of the year if it's roles reversed. So because
yeah.
they're a little bit older, it's a little bit cuter still, but it's still very cringe.
Gary has room for error, but as men, as the batchmakers, we have to call him out on it. That's
Yeah.
our job, and it's not like we all have our moments, but we're gonna call it out. We're gonna call it both ways. Okay, we're gonna call it equally both ways. So those are my cringes of the week. So yeah, Gary's not immune. He's not immune to the cringes. All right, let's go ahead and do a full kind of recap, just headlines, what we took away from the episode, and we'll start with Paradise. And I think Paradise is we're gonna have the most to talk about because there's a lot of moving parts.
Yep.
The biggest one that kind of led throughout the entire episode, a ton of toe sucking, too much toe sucking early
Yeah.
on. The
Yeah.
tone change from Gary and all these wonderful elderly ladies falling in love and then like, hey, suck my toes for 2 hours was a little off-putting. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was just too much. It was too much toe sucking. They should have limited that to a minute, in my opinion.
Yeah. And not only the talking about it, the producers / directors, cameraman, they got a lot of footage of the toes too.
This
Like
was
they
Tarantino. This was
yeah,
Tarantino
I
level
mean
editing.
of fetish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they were for sure showing the sandy toes, showing everything. But yeah, that was which I think kind of leads into the next point.
Yeah. So we have our first love triangle of the beach. And I'm a little worried because what did I say last week? I said I'm seeing too much Will. I'm not a Will fan. Never
Well,
have been. I don't like Will. That I'll be honest, I don't like Will. I don't like the vibe he
see,
gives off.
I didn't watch Michelle's season, and so I have no pre idea of Will or judgment on him. And
Fair.
just so far, I don't know. I don't hate him. I don't
See,
hate him right now.
I don't hate him either right now. I really don't.
But like he's I don't know. He kind of just seems like he's there. I'm just kind of surprised all the girls are over him though. You know, that's one thing. I was just like,
Yeah.
damn, like really, like everybody's going after Will. Like, no offense to Will, but like I feel like there's a lot of other guys on the beach, and I think things will change in the next couple episodes.
I think the producers are they're hiding their best cards. So there has to be
by cards, you mean characters or
yes.
people? Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a point where these girls probably week 1 with all these guys, they're like, "Wait a second. This is it?" Like what
I
like
think we saw that. I think we low key saw that. There was a couple clips when at the end when after everybody was down, they're like, what? Because we
yeah.
especially got it with Kylie. It was like, where's Ivan? Where's
Where's
Avon?
Avon?
Where's
Where's
Avon? Where's
Avon?
Avon? So like we kind of already saw that, and there probably was. I think especially like Greer didn't see anybody she was looking for.
Mhm.
So maybe kind of that.
It's
So
definitely an underwhelming group of guys. I don't think that's offensive to say to the guys. I just not a lot of star power. with the group of guys. And then Avon's going to come shake that up. So speaking of, we have this love triangle. Basically what's happening is Will, on the first day of the beach, grabbed Olivia, and they were talking. First makeout of the beach. Talk about sucking toes, and he grabbed face, made out with her. That was it. And then the next day or that night or however time works, Kylie, who was also kind of interested in Will, got it.
Kylie has my heart.
Kylie does.
Kylie, yeah, she's almost getting to Greer level.
So
I
have some takes with this group. But let's finish a little recap. So then Kylie gets a date card. She decides to take Will on it, and then Olivia gets very upset that a conversation is not had with her before the date. That Will doesn't ask or not ask for approval, but just like, hey, check in with her before he says yes to the date and goes on the date. So my question to you, Michael, before we get into how we feel with all these characters, do we think Will owed Olivia a conversation before the date?
I think it would have been nice. I think it's not absolutely necessary, and I think she overreacted a bit. But hey, I'm a dude. I don't know. It's fucking been less than a day. Like, I don't know. Maybe you should have talked to her, but I don't think it's necessary. And I think Olivia was tweaking way too much.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary, but I think if you're not all in on Kylie, which I think Will is, then I think you do it just to save face a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to not burn any bridges. But it feels like since Will is, I don't blame him for not, because again, like you said, it's day one, so I don't really necessarily think it's owed. But I think maybe if you're not 100% in on Kylie, then you have that conversation to not burn that bridge. But I think he's 100% in on Kylie, so I think he was like, screw it, I'm going on the date. I don't care.
I still think the bridges are not completely burned.
You think Olivia would be open to reconnecting?
I mean, if she wants a rose, I think she's going to try to get a rose.
Oh, that could be with Avon. So end of the episode shows.
Oh,
Avon
yeah, we
coming
saw
down.
a little bit.
So
yeah,
imagine that Avon gives it to Kylie, and then Will tries to reconnect with Olivia. I don't necessarily. I'll go on a hot take here. This is my hot take. I don't necessarily hate Olivia. I think that's kind of the takeaway. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, she's overreacting, kind of acting crazy a little bit on the beach." I kind of love it. Something about it. I like her energy. I like the vibe she's giving off. Vibe check. Vibe counter. Put in the on the screen.
She looks like the chick from the game plan. I said that.
Madison Pettis?
Yeah, Madison Pettis.
Or Madeline Pettis?
And then it's Madison. It's for sure Madison.
Yeah.
But she looks like the chick from the game plan.
Well, the girl in the game plan's like 8.
Well, now she's older than us.
Well, you should say she looks like the actress who was in the game plan, not the girl from the game plan. Because she doesn't look 8 years old. I know what you meant. But just maybe just save face. Yeah, I don't know. Just saying.
Okay. Noted.
But I power rank Olivia above Kylie.
I can see that. Personally, I can't, just because I find Kylie way more attractive.
Okay.
But I understand your reasoning for that. I understand your reason.
All right. So, how do we think? Well, we need to talk about Kylie's infatuation with Avon, because that's what's going to be the start of next episode. Basically, Kylie said Avon liked a bunch of her pictures on Instagram, and so
that was a lot of the episode.
And Kylie said in her intro clip, she's like, if he wanted to get down on a knee right now, I'd probably say yes. I was like, hold up, girl. Calm down. Yeah. That was a little much.
Yeah.
She took it one step too far.
Kind of hot take. I think Kylie's kind of running this beach right now. She knows that she's the baddest one there, and most of everybody pretty much every guy on that beach wants her. Honestly. And when they were saying oh, who are you going for? Who you hoping to see here? A lot of people said Kylie.
Yeah.
A lot of people said Kylie.
Braden said Kylie.
Yeah, and Braden said Kylie. I think even Aaron, mentioned Kylie,
Yeah.
or like, oh, like our first conversation was nice, and obviously it wasn't nice because he's got no game.
Yeah.
But like, you know, yeah. So
now, do we think there's any truth to Avon? I mean, Avon obviously probably liked the photos or sent the likes, or I mean, my takeaway is Avon's one of us. He's one of the boys. Sometimes, and this is a little inside baseball here, inside the guy's mind. Sometimes you toss a like out there. You kind of float, especially with the new Instagram update with the stories. You can like stories.
that's a game changer.
It's a game changer.
That's so toxic. It's so toxic.
So toxic. 100%.
Because it's if you like someone's story, real estate.
That's what happened. Avon knew that. I promise you, Avon probably liked the story and is like, he's probably. I don't want to speak for him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's all in on Kylie. I would highly doubt that's the only like.
The story. Yeah.
It's the only. That's not the only line that Avon cast out.
But if he does like all of her pictures, that's saying something. Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying something.
Oh, 100%.
You wouldn't. You know.
I made a TikTok this week. I said if a guy likes your Instagram photo, he's probably in love with you, and I don't think that's necessarily exaggeration because we don't just like Instagram photos unless it's our friends or we're in love with the girl. I think that's like, I don't like Sports Center highlights. Like no one I don't know who likes those. They have like 100,000 likes every time. I don't know who's liking those.
Bots.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Bots.
So Avon's probably tossing out a few lines. That'd be my guess, but we'll see. All right. We've already talked mostly about Aaron and Sean. I hope one of them goes soon because I can't deal with both of them. I can deal with one of them, but one of them's got to go.
Ooh. Should we set? I got a betting line.
Who goes first?
Who makes it farther? I've got my guess right now.
Oh, I'll lock it in. Aaron goes farther.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was gonna say.
I think Sean goes home somewhat early. That'd be my guess.
Well,
glad we agree.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Bad.
Couple watch. We got some couples to look out, and I want basically like do a little meter, like not gonna last or like potential marriage.
Scale to 1 to 10. Yeah.
Scale like 1 to 10. So 10 would be these guys are getting married. End game. 0 is like they're just rose hunting at this point. We'll start off with Sean and Rachel.
I'm gonna say 1.5.
Fair. I would put it.
I think Rachel's just rose hunting. I think Sean is probably a simp because he's like, oh my god, Rachel was the Bachelorette and she's so attractive, which like valid, both true. Yeah. But like Rachel doesn't like. She probably's like, oh, he's all right. Like he's cute. Like he's got blonde hair. Like jawline. I'm like, blue eyes. But like she doesn't actually.
Yeah. Another cringe moment of the week is when Sean was like, yeah, I'm totally a Swiftie, talking to Jess, and just he has never listened to Taylor Swift in his life. That's shameful for someone like me who is actually a Swiftie, a born again Swiftie. You're putting a bad mark on our name.
And he was like, oh, like I saw you went to Taylor Swift. Like, how was that? And she's like, how did you know? Like, went to Taylor Swift? And I was like, oh, like through your Instagram. And like already, right when she said like, oh, how did you know that? Like, I was like, oh, Jess does not fuck with Sean. Yeah. She does not fuck with Sean. Yeah. So I think he quickly shifted past. I'm surprised Sean didn't, maybe chat up Greer a bit. I'm surprised he didn't. But maybe I think Rachel kind of was just like, Rose, Sean, come here, bitch.
I will say 0. I don't think we see any level of affection between them ever again. I think that was it. I don't think their relationship.
I think we'll see a makeout again next episode.
I don't think so.
Okay, let's put a bet.
All right, what are we putting? $5. Let's put a $5 bet.
No, it's part of the betting lines. No, I'm
oh, you want to wait? How about this? Let's wager points for our team. I'll put 1 point on it.
I'll put 1 point on it.
Oh, we forgot to talk punishment too. So, all right, we're gonna bet 1 point on this. So the punishment we decided for these teams What's going to happen? Team Wyatt versus Team Michael. Whoever has more points at the end is going to put together a little Bachelor promo edit type.
Just
What
put the
word am I
thing right
looking
here.
for? I'm going to put the picture there,
Put
but
the
like basically one of those promo pictures of the Bachelorettes or the Bachelors. We're going to do that, put a little suit jacket on, all that. And the losing team captain, which would hopefully be Michael in my case,
no.
has to have that framed and put in their room for the duration of the year, for an entire year. Now, if they are
Whoa.
caught, what?
Until an entire year.
Oh,
I thought it was until the next like
sorry, until like the next,
season of
I would say until the next Paradise.
Paradise.
Because this ends in like December, and then you have to go like January to August.
But we're gonna like redraft teams for the next Bachelor. Until the end of the next Bachelor. So like March.
Okay, but then if it's
And
only
then
it's only that short of a time, it's got to be a full poster hung up on the wall. If it's only that short, if it's only 3 months, it's got to be a full poster on the wall.
Sure.
All right. Deal. All right, perfect. So we're going to get a full-blown poster of us, of the winning team as the Bachelor, hung up on our wall. And if we're caught having it not in our room by anyone, we tack on, we double the time, basically. So we'll do another season. Yeah, so we can go with that. All right, so we're wagering a point here. You are saying we will see another Rachel Sean makeout. It can't be a replay of last week's.
Yeah, correct.
A new makeout.
Yeah.
Okay, and I say we won't. So if it has to be next episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next episode.
So
it's only lasting next episode.
True.
But I think we'll see something.
Okay.
We'll see
so we're putting 1 point on that. Add it to the board. Super producer Lizzie will make sure that is added to the scoreboard. All right. Next couple watch Braden and Kat. 0 to 10.
One, I believe I called this about 2 or 3 episodes of BachMakers ago, right? Or first episode. Maybe.
Again, it was on the Bachelorette finale, so I'm not giving you too much props there, but yeah.
But it was my pick, so I haven't seen yours yet. So I'm gonna give it. I don't know, because it was my pick. I got to give at least a 6. I'm gonna do like 6.5. 6.5. I don't think they're leaving together. I don't think they're gonna make it far, but I think they're making it a couple weeks.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go with like a 5. I think there's a cat and mouse thing. I think they're gonna be tied together from a lot of the season. I think Braden's gonna experiment with some other ladies on the beach.
I think she might too.
She probably will too. But I think they're gonna always have that like
backup option. Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of mad at each other for not talking about it, stuff like that. So I think
they're both fiery.
Yes.
Both fiery. I like that.
Aaron, the fireman, and Sam, poop girl. Seems pretty steady to me at this point, honestly.
Wait,
Aaron, fireman, and Sam, poop girl.
Fireman? What?
He's the firefighter.
Why can I not picture this?
White Aaron.
White Aaron.
What are we doing? You can't.
How drunk was I?
Aaron S. How much of the bottle
Aaron
of wine?
Schwartzman. Oh,
yeah.
What did you say, Aaron Schwartzman?
Sorry, I thought he was more known as the fireman than Schwartzman.
No.
Okay.
You could. Yeah. No.
Yes, Aaron S.
We didn't see too much of them. They're both kind of low key. I feel like they're both kind of low key screen time wise until the poop baby comes. But I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
He had a very romantic line. He said, "It's our poop baby," so that makes me think they're coupled up for a while. Remember, he said that in like towards the end.
Yeah.
In the promo for next episode.
They might squeeze by for a while. No pun intended with the whole squeeze and poop baby. But I did notice with a lot of screen time where I saw Aaron Schwartzman, he was like talking to like the gals. Like it looked like he was like kind of like not like the GBF, but like he was definitely like a homie to like the other girls that maybe he's not going for, and like they're giving him some tea, and like I think that's kind of might be his like role. He kind of gets the inside scoops.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah,
So
I could see him in that role.
yeah,
He seems fun.
and he seems trustworthy too, a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of in a
One,
sense.
a couple I forgot to add on this list, Jess and Blake.
Hmm. Blake, yeah, she seemed very into him. She
I think
seems
she's
very
very into
very.
Blake.
What's the age difference? She's 24. She's our age.
I think he's 32.
Yeah, it is.
I'm making that up.
I know Jess is our age, or I think a year older, so she's 23,
31.
24.
Blake is 31. She's
Jess,
24.
yeah, 24, I
Sh
think. Maybe
Yeah.
25, but she's 24.
I think she's into that. I think she likes it. I think she likes
She definitely, yeah. We'll
the
see
older
if
man.
we'll see if other people coming to the beach might affect his decision with that.
Yeah,
But
I
I
think
think
she's
they're
way
for
more into
sure,
him than he is to
yeah.
her.
But I think she's gonna have some other people going after her. So, but I think they're a couple episodes for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they're a little more likely to stay together than uh Braden and Kat. But I think they're similar. I think
Yeah,
they're kind of
yeah.
in the same tier.
But
Last
they'll
one.
they'll definitely get less screen time
Yeah.
than
Oh
Braden and
yeah.
Cat.
Braden's gonna be a ball hog with the screen time. Um, Last couple, unless I'm forgetting someone, Aaron B and Eliza, right? It was those
Hmm.
two. I was
Yeah.
just going off memory. They had a little montage at the end. These two, we talked a little bit last episode. Weirdly kind of makes sense on paper. I think they could be one of those couples that just kind of coast to the finish line. I think they're pretty steady because I don't see
It's
anyone else falling for Aaron B's corniness. He's corny. I think that's just official. He's a corny man.
yeah. I guess it depends if
He's a
people
corn dog.
other suitors kind of go for Eliza. I also could see Aaron self sabotaging it,
Oh, yeah, oh, for sure. He'll
and
find a way to
and
screw it up.
because remember you said Eliza was gonna be the first one to leave. That was your twofer,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so maybe he kind of like things are going all right, things are going well.
I didn't say
He's
Eliza's gonna be the first one to leave. I said she's gonna last a lot. She's gonna be on the show shorter than people think.
so so maybe he's gonna be like his eyes gonna start to wander. She's not gonna like that. She's like, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so but we'll see. I think they're I'll give them a 3.5. I'll give them four,
Okay.
four, four, four,
I'll put it
four.
around that same range. All right. Overall, Bachelor in Paradise. Last thoughts. Anything we missed that you want to talk about?
Um, Wells, being a new watcher to Bachelor in Paradise, I didn't realize the role Wells was gonna play. I honestly did not. I also didn't know the role Jesse Palmer was gonna play either. Like I thought like Wells low key played more of a role than Jesse Palmer. Low key,
Yeah.
low key.
Yeah. The host does
Um,
nothing on Paradise.
yeah, and he probably still gets paid a stupid amount. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
But um, that's besides the fact. But yeah, I think Wells did a great job with what I mean. I don't know. He's kind of a vibe. He is for sure a vibe. He's a very likable guy, and he
Hmm.
kind of just says some things. Everybody seems to like him, and he probably makes some great drinks too. So shout out Wells.
Yeah. He fits
Left
that
on
role really well. And I mentioned it earlier. I think
really, really well.
nice. I think the overall vibe of the episode was well done, and the way it was like produced, I think it was poking fun at itself, which it needs to do way more. The whole franchise needs to understand like it's entertainment and like just like
Yeah.
be in on the joke that this is
Hmm.
weird. Like it's a weird concept to fall in love. So I think they're doing a better job of that. And speaking of tone, the Golden Bachelor. We'll make that switch over. I love the tone they have and the way they are treating this show. Because they understand again once like the joke of like it's a bunch of grandmas going for a grandpa, and they're in on that, and they are treating these women as like a unit, like in the sense where like they want them to bond together, and they're not pitting them against each other. They had a dance party. That
Yeah.
dance party was awesome, where all the women are in on it. Gary's
Hmm.
dancing, all the ladies are there. Obviously, the drama is going to be turned up a notch moving
Yeah.
forward, but
We
this
kind of got
was
a
a
glimpse.
fantastic first episode, in my opinion. I think it was perfectly well done. This franchise might save the Bachelor franchise as a whole.
Maybe, and I do. One thing I like a lot about it is that it's only an hour.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's not 2 hours. Sometimes 2 hours. I was just like, Like by the end of Bachelor in Paradise, I'm like, that was 3 hours. Like,
Yeah. It's a
oh my
marathon.
gosh. Like it is a marathon, and I don't know. Like I think an hour is perfect. I mean, we'll see how. I think first night, no matter what, works. You know, it's first episode is always fun. So we'll see how the next couple go. I think that's going to be the biggest. See
Mhm.
how the ratings go and see how people like the next few, and then we'll see if it's the savior of the Bachelor franchise.
Yeah. We'll see.
But it's trending up.
Yeah, I agree. I think again, just based off the numbers, it did very well. Um, real quick, I want to fact check. Was I wrong? Was it Aaron B and Mercedes, or was it Eliza at the end there?
I think it was
I'm
Eliza.
second guessing. Who was
It was
Mercedes
Eliza.
with? Mercedes with someone.
No one.
I
Peter. Peter.
Oh,
Fuck
F
Peter.
Peter, F Peter. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah, yeah.
Peter.
Yeah, fuck Peter. You're right. That's
But
the
like,
one.
but like low key. But like low key.
Yeah, we don't. We'll maybe talk about them next week. We'll see. See, I couldn't remember. Um, other things to Golden Batch. We talked about Faith getting the first impression rose. I want to talk about the kissing for a second. The Golden Grannies kissing. Dude, it was funny to see like
Once.
some of them went for like because like
Tongue.
it's the
I saw
classic.
tongue.
Okay, that's not
I
where I
saw
was
tongue.
going. But like when
Oh,
they first met Gary, they're like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." Then just grabbed his face, kissed him real quick, like quick peck. And
yeah.
I was
That
like,
was.
wait,
Oh
whoa.
wait. I that was one of my tweets. I was just like, what is it going on?
Yeah,
Like
there was
what?
like I was like, "Whoa!" But it made me think. I was like, "That's such a grandma move." You know, where like the meme where like grandma grabs you is like kissing you a bunch, and like the grandson doesn't want anything to do with it, and thinks it's gross. Like it's a very grandma thing to do. It's just like they're
But
very
he didn't.
kissing people.
Yeah, and he didn't seem like off put by it at
The
all.
first one I think caught him off guard because he was like, "I don't know how to handle this," but I think he
Yeah.
eased into it.
Because honestly, he probably maybe hasn't kissed anyone,
Yeah.
so in a while. So yeah,
And the other note I had with Golden Bachelor is watching our golden grannies cry is excruciating. It's very hard. When I think was it whose birthday was it?
Teresa's.
Teresa. So when Teresa
Shout out
was
Teresa's 70th birthday. That's huge.
shout out
Congrats.
to Teresa when she was like, "Oh, like I hadn't kissed someone in so long or like it'd been forever since I kissed someone." I was like borderline tears. I haven't gotten tears yet, but I was like borderline tears.
I haven't gotten a tear, but I got very cloudy eyes. What, minute and a half in,
Yeah,
when
right
they
like
were
right away.
when they were at like Gary's lake house, and he was like sobbing in front of the camera because he cried. His cry is very not feminine, but like it's very like emotional. Like it's
Mhm.
it's hard. He's such a sweet, heartfelt guy that his cry really makes you cry.
Yeah,
You sad.
it's good. Um yeah, but I think a lot will be addressed, I think, in the second episode, and we'll really understand where the season's going. But I think that first episode was perfectly well done to get us introduced to the franchise. We did say goodbye to 6, which is way
Yeah.
over the
No.
number we thought. So Renee, Sylvia, Patty, Pamela, Maria, and Anna were all sent home night 1, which was filmed in the morning. I'm going to guess they let them sleep for a little bit, which is hilarious because that would mean they slept, they changed out of their night 1 outfits, slept, changed back into their night 1 outfits, did their makeup, all that stuff just for the rose ceremony. Or they stayed up all night, which I would
I
doubt.
think I think they stayed up all night. I really do.
No way, dude. No one's staying up all night. No one's pulling an all-nighter at 70.
They know what they signed up for. They know what they signed up for.
If they did, that's impressive because they didn't look that tired. I'm gonna guess they slept. But
Well,
maybe we can get Jesse Palmer on the show and ask him because I want to know the answer to that.
yeah. Or if we can get Gary,
Yeah, we can get
um,
Gary too, Indiana boy.
that, that works. Um, yes. Yeah.
Do you want to do
What?
all right? Do you want to wrap up our twofers before we get to headlines?
Yeah. Twofers. Well, twofers for BIP
Do we
stays the
just keep
same.
the same?
I think we shouldn't be allowed to change them. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I said, Greer
Actually, I
and
agree with
Faith.
you. I think Greer's out the door.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
I
think
think that was
Greer
a
is
great
okay.
call on your part.
Especially because I've noticed Bachelorette ABC, like she was on their page once or twice last week. So maybe they're just kind of like getting
Yeah.
out of the way while she was still
Yeah.
around, and then she's gone. So I do.
So you're
I
keeping
think
Greer as your go home. Who's your stay?
my stay was last week, and it's still
Who was it?
Rachel. It was Rachel. I
Oh,
believe.
Rachel. Yeah.
I was like, no way, she's leaving first.
Yep. All right,
One,
and then
so-
my two for Paradise. I said Eliza's gonna stay because I think she's gonna go home sooner than people think, but I think she'll stay week 1. And my go home was Mercedes, which I'm kind of doubting now. If I
in
had to
my
change,
head.
if I could change, I would choose the other cat with a C.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cat.
I think yeah, cat. I think cat's going home.
Yeah, that's
That would be my switch. And then when it comes to the grannies,
oh yeah, grannies. Okay,
um,
you can go first, and no matter what, I
I'm
will
gonna
pick.
say Leslie stays.
Oh, it's one of my team.
That's your
Thank you.
girl. And I'm gonna say I need to see who's even left at this point.
Yeah, I need kind of like the run.
I need a
I need to,
refresher.
yeah. I think I know for the most part. I don't know. I know for sure a couple people I could rattle off that like for sure they're stank. Like they're for sure stank. So I'll say since you gave shout out to Leslie on my team, I'll give a shout out to April on your team. I think she's staying.
Okay.
So that'll be my stay.
I'm gonna say. Oh, I don't know who's going home, dude. I really don't. I'm gonna say I
Um,
think Susan. I think Susan goes home.
okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, she was kind of on the bubble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Um, I'm gonna go Christina.
Okay. Just
Christina,
go home or stay?
go home. Stay. I gave a shout out to your
Oh,
team,
you're right.
April.
Thank you. All right. And then we'll wrap up here. Quick headlines, run through it real quick if we have any thoughts. Kaylin and Dean's wedding. They got married. They had a tattoo artist at their wedding, which was kind of a sick move. So people were just getting random drunk tattoos at a wedding, which I think is a cool idea on paper. I don't think people are going to be happy about those tattoos in about a year. Not to say like
Probably.
the wedding, I think the wedding, like their marriage will be great, but I just think like the tattoos people got there, people aren't going to be happy about.
Maybe.
That's a tough call. We'll see.
No thoughts.
No
I mean,
thoughts.
I'm not a tattoo guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, go crazy.
Dean's hilarious. There's some videos of him dancing at the wedding. It looked awesome. Other headline, Charity apparently killed it on Dancing with the Stars. Neither of us watched it. We're not going to watch Dancing with the Stars. But if you watched, how about this? If you watched Dancing with the Stars and you watched Charity, leave a comment. Let us know how she did. Give us some insight. We will shout you out because we're not going to watch that. We got too much on our plate. And we have F-Boy Island coming up down the pipeline that we have to keep tabs on. So too much going on. And then last one, Becca and Thomas have a baby boy, so we'll clap it up for them. It's a good way to end the episode. Congratulations to them. That's a couple I did not think was gonna last very long outside in the real world, and they did. So who would have thought? I don't know anything. What were you gonna say?
Quick thought. I know I texted about it and you said we would talk about it. But the waiver thing. Like, can we do that? Come on. One waiver the whole season. You have priority because you pick second. You know, but you don't need to pick someone up.
But actually, that's the thing. I don't need.
But you could drop someone, pick
Oh,
someone up.
I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to drop someone.
You're allowed to drop someone and pick someone up if you want. But once you make that decision, you can't use it any more weeks.
One eternity later.
I'm not doing a waiver wire each week for these women on Golden Bachelor. We're not doing that. That's just way too much work for no reason.
Okay.
We're not doing that. Putting my foot down. I have to cut that whole segment too. I'm not talking about the waivers for 10 minutes at the end of the episode. All right. So that's it for the headlines. We will see you guys next week on another episode of BachMakers. And yeah, I'm excited. Anything else, Mike, you want to add?
No, that's it.
All right. We'll see you guys then. See you next Monday. Peace.